All right, Sean. Today I'm with someone special today. I said it wrong. I'm sorry. Let me start that over.
Okay.
Like,
Then have bloopers.
yeah. Um, okay. Hey, Tribe. I've sat. Hold on. Welcome to the Arboretum on this beautiful Saturday in Texas. Today I'm with someone who's has experience with survivors. Sam, would you introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I am Sam. I'm a former OT clinic aide.
So, Sam, could you share a little bit about your role as a clinic aide and maybe show us a little typical day
Yeah,
looks like?
yeah. So a clinic aide, it's kind of a jack of all trades, I would say. The majority of it is to assist the therapist, and that's starts with a bunch of clerical work, paperwork, organization of like the offices, the equipment, the supplies, setting up treatment areas for therapy, transporting patients to and from therapy, things like that. But more than that, it's actually working with the patients one on one too. I had the experience of being able to run patient groups, go on community outings with patients, which was my favorite part. Um, Work one on one and actually engage in therapy with them. So it's really a holistic, a whole jack of all trades role, I think. And then no day was the same. I will tell you that. But yeah, every day was different. But essentially, it would be welcoming patients in the morning, getting everything set up, scheduling wise in the office with the OTs, helping them with whatever they needed, and then participating in the therapies, getting patients to and from lunch, helping with that. And then at the end of the day, kind of the same clerical activities, just cleaning everything up. Yeah.
So, what do you say probably the most rewarding? What was probably the most rewarding? Um, probably the most rewarding part of supporting survivors during therapy?
The most rewarding part is that when you zoom out on on it, right? And there's this whole journey that a survivor goes through, um, from beginning to end. And for me, getting to be just a minuscule part of that is what was rewarding for me. Um, some some journeys, some survivors' journeys are shorter than others, some are a lot longer, but I just have it in my head that no matter how short or long the journey has been, I got to play a role in that, whether it is just saying hello, good morning, and welcoming them into the clinic or actually being in therapy with them. And so being able to witness that and be a part of it, I think is so much more meaningful than I think that than survivors probably really understand how much they impact. Like I think there's they think that we are impacting their lives a lot as therapists. And that is true. But they're also impacting, I think for everyone, but I'll speak for myself. Any patient, any survivor that I've worked with has really impacted my life more than I think that they would ever know. So I think that's what's been rewarding for me is just that I get to be a tiny little part of their huge story.
I love hearing that, Sam. Um, so were there any moments that really stood out where you saw some some real progress in someone?
Oh God, all the time. I wish I could just like say, no, I don't even wish I could. I think it's great that I can't just pinpoint one specific story and say this moment because there were so many. Because I got to see people come into the clinic not being able to walk on their own, not being able to speak, um, get dressed, eat on their own, do all of these things. And at the end of their journey, which really isn't even the ends. It's just the end that I got with them at the clinic, right? Because the journey always continues. But at the end of that, they are doing all of these things independently. They're back at jobs. They're taking care of their children. They're driving. They're out in the community independently. Um, so I can't, I wish I could, or there's not just one, there's so many success stories that I've seen.
How many say off the top of your head how many patients you maybe saw?
Oh my God. Oh,
I'll yeah.
geez. I mean, over a span of 4 years,
More. Oh gosh.
I don't even think I get hundreds. I mean, I don't think I could
At
give you.
least, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So, so Sam, like from your perspective, what what part of the role of like clinic aide slash assistant, parts of recovery, people aren't really realize, really see.
I think maybe just how much of a part that assistants and aides play in in the recovery as a patient of a patient because the therapists do too, obviously, but the OT, the aide and assistant, the vital part of their role is the implementation of the therapeutic programs for each person. And so we are there hands-on with the patients. And I think I know at least for me, I didn't really realize that until I was in it and I saw it for myself how much an aide and assistant actually does. And then it's even more so now that I'm actually in school to be an OT aide or assistant. Um, I see even more hands-on that we really can do so much more than I think is realized.
Okay. So from your experience from all this, has your from your experience last like years, did that change your view of life, resilience, and or recovery?
100%. 100%. I think that that people can be kind of blind to these big life-changing injuries that happen every day unless it happens to you or close to someone close to you, right? Like I had never experienced anything like this or being close to anyone or known anyone that had experienced a traumatic brain injury or even a stroke or anything like that until I started working at the clinic that I was at. Um, and so I don't think people really realize that. And so for me, I know that all of every single person that I have had the pleasure of working with is so much stronger than I think that I would ever be in the face of these things like these, these big life-changing injuries that they're going through. Like I personally don't think that I could ever handle something like that with as much grace as I've seen all of my patients handle it with. So,
Well, okay, so if I were in my old self, and looking at how well I've done now, I would never imagine I could do what I'm doing now. So I think in my opinion, I think you very much would. I think you're a strong, smart woman, and you love helping people. So I think you would do pretty well.
Well, thank you. I guess you don't know until you're in it, right? And hopefully
Exactly,
that's not
exactly,
something you ever
exactly.
think about. Like,
Yeah.
huh, how would I handle, you know?
Mhm.
But I definitely have realized too that like recovery also, and I guess this really goes for anything, not just TBI or stroke, but recovery in general isn't linear and it isn't always about speed. I think recovery is nonstop. And it's really just about the perseverance and resilience in that. And again, that's something that I really only know because I've been able to witness it like I have been. So I definitely think it's made me look at life a lot different because I no not one person's problem just because it's worse than others. That doesn't ever diminish anyone else's issues. However, there's been a lot of times in life that like maybe I've been down about something or I've been like struggling to handle something and I kind of take a step back and I'm like, Sam, like you can do this because there are people out there that are combating a lot worse crazy things. And if they can do it with such positivity, then you can do this. And so it's really left a mark on me and really like changed me and helped me become a more positive person, to be honest.
I love hearing that, and I thank you very much. And tribe, y'all can see this is their thoughts, ideas, feelings from someone who was on the front line with us during recovery. She has experience with this, and it's quite amazing. She's doing this for us. Let's give her applause. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. No, thank you guys. Thanks for letting me be a part of your journey. It's really made an impact on my life, and it is something that I will forever be grateful for, and that I will continue to do in life once I finish school. Um, but I will always remember where I started, you know.
Well, thank you, and tribe, you have a good day, good weekend.
Thanks, you too.
How do I pause this? Back in my
I don't know.
phone. there it goes. Hold on.